Welcome back to Terry Baby's channel. If you are new, be sure to subscribe down below. Thank you for clicking on this video, you guys. All right, look, let's just get right into it. You already know, I'm just jump right into it. Cannabis job package. So, if you do not know, I have a cannabis job package, which I'll insert here so you can see what it looks like. I mentioned this in pretty much all my cannabis videos. So I decided to just actually make a video about it so you guys are aware. If you are not aware, it can help. So pretty much I created a cannabis job package. If you don't know like what to do before you get hired or what to expect, you don't want to watch my videos or you got an interview, you're like nervous, like I explain a lot in my cannabis job package. Probably a little bit more in there versus my videos, but I will just go over what's included so you guys are aware. So my cannabis job package, I'll talk about how to find jobs. You know, I'm looking at my notes over here. How to find jobs and where to find jobs, you know, like certain like apps. Also talk about what to send when applying, like what's included. Because, you know, some shops, they are really strict on like what to send them when applying. Like they don't want just anything, you know, any type of picture. So I'll talk about certain things you have to send when applying to dispensaries. Also talk about requirements for working at one, like what's required to work at a dispensary. Let's see, talk about strains you should know about. Also in the cannabis job package, I'll talk about some brands you should know about. You know, it's a lot of brands out there because sometimes in interviews, they will ask you on the spot, name some brands. What type of brand is this? Like they be tricky. So that's why I created my cannabis job package to help y'all, and I make videos on working at a dispensary so people can know, the ones that have not worked in one. Because when I first got hired at a dispensary, I didn't know what to, you know what, my little dread keep falling, y'all. I tried to do a little bun, keep falling. But I didn't know what to expect when I first got hired at a dispensary. And this was like probably 3.5 years ago, I think. And I didn't know what to expect. So I started Googling stuff, looking on YouTube, like y'all, like how you guys are doing right now. And I couldn't find nothing. Like everything was like old, you know? And I didn't even know there was legal dispensaries. Like I'm used to people going to buy marijuana from the dealer down the street. But it's shops out here, like it's 2020. Like the future is pretty much here. Like you can go to a shop and buy marijuana. So that's why I make my videos, so you guys can know everything about that, working in one. So I also talk about how to prepare for your interview, like the cannabis job package, like what you should wear, the things you should know. So if they throw out any questions, I once had to take a test in the whole interview. Like that interview was pretty easy because it was a test and I already worked in shops. So it was like, thank God I knew everything. The math, this, that, minus, subtract, weights, like, whew. If I did not know the stuff that I knew, like now, like I probably would have freaked out. Like taking a test about a dispensary, marijuana, and I've never worked in one, I would have freaked out. But since I'm so good at working in a dispensary, like that test was easy. I think it was like 5 questions back then. That was like a long time ago, I don't know. But I passed it with flying colors and they hired me on the spot. And then what else in the cannabis job package? Oh, resume description is included. If you do not have experience in a dispensary, do not freak out. Because when I first got hired, I didn't either. But I was honest. They asked me, have I ever worked in one? I said no. And they were like, okay, that's fine. Everything is like hands-on. You'll learn everything as you go. And they were right. And I did. Now, if you feel like the shop you're applying for says like, oh, must have experience, I got you. Don't even trip. You don't know what to say? I got you. This is what's in my cannabis job package, like a resume description, you know. So that's included as well. Things you should know about dispensaries, that's included too. Like important things to keep you, you know, pretty much safe and be aware of where you're working. Also what's included is most asked questions, like top questions that I've been asked in the interview hands-on. So pretty much everything that I talk about on my YouTube channel or that's included in this cannabis job package that I made for you guys, that it's pretty much everything that's been asked. Like I'm not about to make up anything like a random question. It's literally everything that I've ever been asked. I tried to like really think hard. So if any type of question comes at you guys before you go to your interview, you know, you can watch my videos and you already know the answer. Like that whether you have experience or not, it'll come like that because you watch my channel and you are subscribed. If you are not subscribed, stop right now, subscribe. All right, and then what else in the package? Oh, most asked questions, talked about that. Oh, and then apps. I'll just talk about this now and I'll just tell y'all, this is the bonus right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and include it. So the apps you should download and use while working at a dispensary. Some apps is Weed Maps. You already know about Weed Maps. If you haven't, go to your app store, download it. It shows you all the dispensaries in your local area. Pretty much all of them will pop up like this near you. And then they got the reviews, the pictures, the prices. So I'll talk about like Weed Maps, so you can find a dispensary. Like you can even go through Weed Maps and call, see if they're hiring, call the dispensaries on the number. I don't know, go in person. But yeah, so if you have an interview, I would say download Weed Maps, type in the shop name, if you have the shop name with address, and study their whole menu, like study everything from top to bottom. So when you go to the interview, you're gonna know everything about their shop, and they're probably gonna hire you on the spot, you know? Like, you're hired. You know everything about a shop, prices, brands, weights, strains, like, you know? So study the shops before you go of their price list and menu. Another app you should use, Tipsy. Tipsy is a cool app. So pretty much if you're getting cash like the same day, or if you're getting tips, you can keep track of that every day to know how much you're making. It'll like, it'll calculate like by hourly. So if you work 10 hours a day and you come home with like $200, I'm bad at math, but if you calculate that, Tipsy will calculate that for you and say you made $14, $15, $20 an hour, you know? So you can keep track of your hourly, whatever you're making your pay. Another app that's similar, like Weed Maps, is Leafly, yeah, Leafly, yeah. I'll put all the names at the bottom, but yeah, Leafly. I don't know too much about that. I have not tried that app. I know it's been recommended, kind of like Weed Maps, kind of the same. Pretty much like the shops with reviews, pictures, menu prices. So you can try it Leafly as well. It's the same as Weed Maps. Another app, WhatsApp. I know some people actually have WhatsApp probably on their phone, but dispensaries, they use that as like a backup burner phone app thingy. I don't know about now. Some shops I work in LA, they told me like, oh, what's your number? And they actually wanted my real number so we can communicate with the schedule. But then some shops say, oh, get in this group chat of WhatsApp. We're gonna create a group so everybody can have each other's numbers, you know, like Grouply. I mean, you can create a group on any type of phone message, but I don't know. Some shops like to use WhatsApp. Like, I don't know. Haven't used that in a while, but yeah. So those are some apps you guys can use. You can purchase my cannabis job package down below. Click the link. It is on sale now. Everything I talked about will be included. And then, yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have any other questions, you can email me. You can comment down below. If you want to make any other videos, just let me know. And thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.